Hi guys, I'm Andrew.
I'm Molly.
And I'm Mike.
We're IET and we're here to help you move better, feel better, and perform better. We're going to work now on the glutes. Glutes are the biggest glute max, the biggest muscle in the human body, okay? If you want to do any kind of athletic activity and your glute max is not firing, we're going to have some problems. So we're going to start here with a basic glute bridge. Molly's going to stabilize her core, dig her heels down to the floor, squeeze the glutes, bring the hips up in the air. We don't want to go too far. If we go too far, we'll end up with some lumbar extension instead of hip extension. So making sure it's coming from the glutes and not the lower back is the important thing here. And also making sure she's squeezing and activating her core at the same time. So our basic glute bridge may seem like a really simple exercise. The problem is, in life today, we sit all day long. So there's an amazing amount of people who can't actually do it properly without feeling a hamstring cramp or feeling the lower back. So what we want to do is we want to regress that back. So now we do something called a deer in the headlights. This is a very basic exercise. Molly's simply going to put her hands underneath her glutes, and she's going to simply try and isolate and squeeze one glute at a time. A lot of people cannot control one glute at a time. They basically have something called glute amnesia, and they're not able to figure out how to do it. So bringing them back to here and simply have her contract left glute, right glute, left glute, right glute, then both glutes together will basically help her brain figure out where those muscles are, how to activate them. And then once she can handle this and own this exercise, we will progress again back to that glute bridge. Let's go back to that glute bridge again. Hips up, let's do 3 reps. Bang, core is on, glutes are on now, and all of a sudden we have a functional exercise being performed correctly.
Once we have owned the glute bridge and we can have the ability to choose one side or the other, we want to introduce single leg stance. So the way we do that here is predominantly with a Cook hip lift. What we do with the Cook hip lift is we take a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, whatever you may have handy, you pin it in between your abdominals and your leg. What this does is it tilts your pelvis back, keeping us out of lumbar extension and keeping the pelvis in neutral. Then we perform that glute bridge on that single side, getting that glute to fire one at a time. Couple on one side, transfer over to the other side. The important thing with this is to stay out of those hamstrings. A lot of people, once they own the glute bridge, they really don't have it. They go to this, hamstrings fire up like that. We got to keep those out of that. We got to get that core stable. Regress, then progress again.